I'm gonna be really sad to leave the microbes.
I know, me too.
We finished making the grow potion for you.
Thanks for the grow potion. Microbes really can do everything.
Goodbye, microbes. We'll visit soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa.
Hey, Nord Anglia!
Thank you so much for submitting your projects. These were really cool. Wow, look at that.
Nice. I love that.
Students at the Dover Court International School created Atmoscard, a machine that separates carbon dioxide from the air. The carbon dioxide can be sent to companies who will use it, like greenhouses, to create a better growing environment for plants.
This is such an awesome idea. I love how you're thinking about the different states that carbon dioxide can be in. And I know that we actually have to buy carbon dioxide tanks. So taking carbon dioxide from the air and then bringing it to labs who maybe need pure carbon dioxide is such a great idea.
Hi everyone, today we'll explain how microbes can help fight climate change by turning CO2 into electricity. We can use bacteria like Geobacter sulfuriducens. These bacteria eat CO2 and release tiny electric charges as part of their natural process. These charges are collected to create electricity. This system not only removes harmful CO2 but also creates clean, renewable energy.
This is a very cool project. Thank you, Margarita and Abdullah, for bringing this to me. I had a really good time reading your work. I work on something very similar to this. I also know many other scientists who do, so you're in good company. There's a lot of people who are excited about the potential of this type of technology. You know, the world we envision in which bacteria can do a lot of this work for us is really exciting because bacteria are so much better at doing things like capturing CO2 than a lot of the technologies that humans have come up with. So there's a property of bacteria called substrate affinity. So that's basically how good they are at grabbing that thing out of the environment. So one question I would have for you is how good is Geobacter at grabbing CO2 out of the environment? It's a really powerful idea, and I'd encourage you, to go farther with it. I think it's going to be a very exciting direction for science in the next few decades.
Hi everyone, Kabir, Mia, Viv, and I just created this chemical to improve our climate change.
Basically, you pour it on plastic and it dissolves it. This is a very strong acid. Don't put your finger inside.
Hi, students of the Dover Court International School. Thank you so much for sharing your project with us. I think it's really, really admirable that you want to try and create a zero emission, zero waste way to degrade and take away plastics from the ocean. Think about maybe some of the hazards associated with using a really strong acid. As well as possibly making little microplastics when you degrade your plastics. I would also think about if you're degrading these plastics, you're making methane, which is also a greenhouse gas. But I think this is still a really, really cool project, and you should definitely continue thinking about it.
Hi, we have made this project for our STEAM day. This is how it works. You have to recycle your rubbish, and this is questions, and you have the answers to the questions. When somebody runs out of money, the game ends, or when all the rubbish is gone.
I love games. I think this is a fun one. I'd love to play it. I think games can also be a really powerful tool to teach people things. These large-scale, complicated concepts, it's kind of hard to grasp until someone puts it into a game, and all of a sudden I have to play, I'm playing the role of a company or the government. So it can be a really powerful tool to teach people about things like recycling, and so I think this is a great idea to do something like that.
Awesome job on all your projects. Stay curious.